Whatever the case, you know, got some. Well, she just went away. That's fine. Dandy. I'm gonna save my game again. See, it even has this save of me, but did I miss a marker somewhere? Oh wait, I know where I didn't get a marker this time. I'll get that. I'll get it now. Okay. Go this way. Can't color out. He's mute. Let's go this way. Maybe it's just compared to the previous hallway. This one. Is that the janitor? No. That's the lights by that one room. I got the red key. Maybe what I need to do is combine the red key with something? Oh, cutscene.
아, 넌 그때 이 시간에 학교엔 왜 왔어? 네가 가지고 있었구나. 그것 때문에 학교에 왔다고? 지연이도 있다고?
Oh boy, this scene. So young dropped something. I know what scene this is too. Fuck. I didn't realize it was so soon though. Well, we're at this bit now. Let's see if this works out. I can unlock a lot new doors, I think. Yep, I can. Class materials. Studies interesting theory of the 5 elements. Principal, vice principal, same. Let me grab the controller to do this again. So, let's learn about the 5 elements, the foundation of Oriental studies. The 5 elements are often only thought of as part of Eastern philosophy. This is why the importance of the 5 elements has been lost to the modern world today. The 5 elements represent the changes and the properties of everything in this universe. They are expressed in these 5 symbols: wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Chinese characters then. The 5 elements describe the changes in the nature of the universe and can be expressed as birth, growth, collection, union, and change. The first element, wood, represents birth. Fire represents a stage of growth. Metal represents a stage of collection. Water represents a stage of union. Finally, earth represents the soil upon which the previous 4 elements progress, symbolizing a state of change. Stage of change. Now that means that there, because that means my controller to read those. That fucking flute that just played there, that was actually pretty catchy. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, there's an instant lunchbox in here. Worth. The thing about this segment, I don't remember if the janitor can still live here or if he's like a separate thing now. Well, that's just generally open now, so. Let's unlock this. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure because the music's very loud. Oh, Jesus! Stop trying. Okay. Check this. Right there. There's a note next to me. Document. see. Yandu newspaper, summer issue, The Secret of the Storage Room. Our school's pretty good about managing lost belongings. The school rules that unless an owner is found, lost items will be kept indefinitely. They are sorted by dates they were found and grouped in boxes accordingly. The items that have been unclaimed for long periods of time are stored separately. Oddly enough, there are some expensive and rare things that can be found there or here. The items in this storeroom can be used by anyone. Now let's talk about the secret of the storage room. The room gives off a cold and creepy feel, like a haunted house. Some say it's because it's where all the unwanted items are stored, but others speculate it's because the items left by people who've killed themselves. Let's take a look at the following story. C found a cushion that she really likes. She was worried the cushion would be claimed. Before it was thrown into the forever lost box. In the end, the cushion made its way to her, but she lost it shortly after, and the cushion was returned to the storage room by someone else. C went to the lost and found and took the cushion back, but somehow the cushion found its way back to the storage room. This went on for a while before she finally gave up. A former graduate recalls a time where he was shocked when entering the storage room. A music box he had seen in the storage room while he was attending the school 10 years ago was still there, in the exact same condition as it was back then. Perhaps there really are items possessed by ghosts in that room. Another mystery is the fact that the quantity of lost items seems to be maintained at a certain level at all times. Well, that means a haunted, lost and found room, it seems like. Yep, that would be the woman that was stuck in the locker we read the note about earlier, so... There we go. Okay. I need to observe these classrooms also for drawings or something. I think I'll do that just because I'm here, even though I should be saving, you know who. Wait, I've got a time limit! I just noticed! Never mind. Is it bad I only just noticed the time limit? Oh boy. Open this up. Oh, felt tip found. Not bad, I have more of those. Weird looking tree. All the weird looking trees are turned into monstrous trees, maybe? I think so. Oh boy. I'll have to look through all these classrooms more thoroughly later, so. I think I'm looking for the storage room. I probably should be opening up all these lockers, but I am. There. I don't know if the janitor's still about or not, but I'm examining things and trying to learn things here. I unlocked it. This is a different style room at the very least. Purchase request slip. Requested to main office. Submitted by Hiking Club. Request insect repellent spray. Reason to prevent damage caused by insects while participating in outdoor activities. Warning, keep away from the heat and open flame, and the content is extremely flammable. That's probably what I need to find then. That would kill a plant. Is that what this is over here? Insect repellent spray. It's bug spray. There's a prominent warning label not to use it near fire. Guess what I can do with my lighter then? Make a flamethrower. Alright, so what's this? Open up this next room. Unlocked it. L-tip pen again. Oh, there's something in here. Emergency kit. Kit that contains supplies to kill you. Use it in an emergency. Truth Finder 4. Yuando newspaper, fall issue. Is fall the season for suicide? According to statistics, people with specialized jobs commit more suicides than average people. Gender-wise, more women tend to commit suicide than men, and more adolescents, those in their 20s and 30s, and the elderly are subject to suicide. Statistics also show that suicide rates peak during spring and fall. Just with these facts, it can be argued that, rather than being rational, the motives of suicide are often emotional ones. In most cultures, suicide is treated as a crime or escaping from reality. In a religious standpoint, it is considered a sin. Suicide is one of the choices that God has granted humans, but it also has the greatest punishment. Researchers today say the broken identity, anxiety, and stages of hopelessness lead to suicide. Especially for teenagers, it's most commonly caused by mental stressors. Mental stress causes serious damage to people who do not possess a fully developed sense of self. In such case, it's crucial for people around at risk to show continuing support and interest. A person ready to commit suicide feels that they are at crossroads. They choose death when they decide that life is meaningless. Let's not forget that we do not need some grand reason to continue on with our lives. Life is meaningful enough as being an opportunity to grow and better yourself. The support from loved ones can greatly reduce the chance of suicide. Life can be meaningful even in simple breath. That's openable. Nothing there, though. Nothing else here. Yeah, that's just a lock thing, which I need one of those keys for. I need to find the storage room, though. Is it this one? Locked it. I think this is the storage room, actually. Documenting it. Scribble note. Remember, left, then right, right, then left. Okay, left, then right, right, then left. So left, right, then left. Oh yeah, so left, right, right, left. For 86, 83, 94, 96. Can someone write this down for me? 86, 83... fuck. Can I write it down somewhere? Do I have a pen and paper nearby? I don't know if I have a pen and paper nearby, but I'm going to hope I remember this. So... Actually, is that one right there? No, it's not that. Okay. So left, right, right, left. Don't wear a hat when seeing the school nurse. I think she hates hats. 86, 83, 94, 96. It kind of escalates, it goes up, down. So left, right, right, left. So 86, 83. So I remember 86 and 83. Oh, it's for that right there. I'll get back to that. Felt tip pen. Gym teacher's cap. Fun. Oh, there's also numbers here. So 83, 6, 94. So it's his medals, I get it. 3, 6, 4, 6. So it's 6, 3, 4, 6. 6, 3, 4, 6. 6, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Left. I have to do it manually. $96 or 86, and so that was left, right? Fuck, I don't. Okay. Like, do I just put in 6, 3, and then 4, 6? No, that's not it. So my note tells me 6, 3, 4, 6. So is it 8683? Or do I put like 1986? Fuck, I don't know. Let me try 1986 just for a second. Not 1998. Fuck. Okay, I need to look at those trophies again. 1983, 1986, 1994, 1996. But because it's 4 combinations, do I just put the 6, 3, 4, whatever, or what? This chart's here, but yeah, I'm starting to run out of time with this, so let's see how this plays out. I'm gonna try the 19 stuff first. Okay, I'm messing up because I have to go left, right, right, right. It's left, right, right. So So is it like... Documents. Is it just 6346? I'm gonna read what you guys are saying for a second. Those numbers, I think. I didn't hit 6 all the way. Oh, I didn't hit 6 all the way. The timer pauses when you're doing the combination. I'm noticing that too. During this music, so it doesn't tick down. That's good to know. So 6346. So 6346. Six, 3, 4, 6. Oh wait, did that open it? Or no, I'm just turning it here. I was confused for a second. God, that's not opening it though. That means what is the combination? It's not 6346. It could be the number of metals. You're right. It could be the number of metals based on year. That's actually a good idea. So, how many metals are there per year? And do gold, silver, and bronze mean different? I don't know. I'm just going to count the number of metals. So, 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 6 is 5, and 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, it'd be 5, 9, 5, 9, 2, 4. 5, 9, 2, 4. Let's try that. 5, 9, 2, 4. That was it. Okay. Chemical solvent. A solvent used in chemistry lab looks like toxic and has a skull and crossbow symbols on it. I read something about the solvent. What was it? What was it? One of these notes was about chemical solvent. I remember that. Okay. Hopefully I'll know what it is in time. I guess I'm also curious what's in here. Nothing. Okay. Let's rush back over here. Can't do that while running. I'm gonna check one more classroom before I storm in there. Or not, because it's not openable. Okay, even if I have the stuff here, what do I do with it? Maybe I don't have everything I need yet? There's another set of classrooms that can be open. Okay, you know what? I think I know where I'm going. Avoid the radioactive trees for a second as I go downstairs. We're starting to run a little bit low on time, so hopefully this goes okay. Hopefully the janitor isn't around, because I really don't need to deal with him right now. I also understand why all those strange plants were around previously, because these doors, I can unlock these doors now, can't I? Checking something there for a second. Yes, ooh. Oh, there's a plant here. This is drawing of a stick bug saying something. Didn't catch that before, and holy hell, this hell pit. I'll get back to you in just 1 second, hell pit. I unlocked it. See a shiny there. More instant ramen. Not there. There. Alright, open this. Seems good. Just making sure there. I'm gonna keep this one dark, just because I can. Silence just for a second. Oh. Nothing there. One keg weight, small weight that I use to balance something. Well, if I need to balance something, I've got something to balance it with now. get back to that though when I'm not concerned about saving my— Oh, fuck me! Just kind of unlocking all the doors at the moment. You know, I won't really look inside this classroom at the moment. So I think. Fuck. No, I'm gonna check the locker room right here. That's stupid because I'm wasting time. I know. No, I should do what I need to do. Fuck, I only have less than 2 minutes now. Okay. Now, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, but I'm gonna go in and hope I figure this out. That was probably not what I needed to do. Do I need to burn the other plants? I saved right before all this, though, so... It has arms. It beat me to death on hard difficulty. Oh, I didn't need to save. I had an auto-save point right here for the cutscene. You have seen me. I'll respond to your cutscenes the same way this time.
이 시간에 학교엔 왜 왔어?
Weird to see you at this hour, ma'am. I know! What a coincidence! It's almost like I was here for some reason that wasn't precisely what I'm saying it is. Okay, well, anyways, let's fucking do this shit then. I wanted to return your diary. That's why I'm gonna say all the same answers, so.
네가 가지고 있었구나. 그것 때문에 학교에 왔다고? 지연이도 있다고?
She dropped something. Guess what? I'm gonna fucking open up all the doors. I'm not gonna do much with them. Because I know that there's not much I need in these right now, but there'll be stuff I can use later. I didn't pick up the keys, did I? I thought I automatically picked them up because of the cutscene, but no, it was manual. So I'm not gonna really mess with these right now. Just gonna open them. I'm only unlocking them because if I unlock them later when like the janitor's wandering, I think it'll be tedious, so I'm trying to make a run for it while he's showing up. I probably have to do something with these plants, I'm figuring. Probably just can't leave them all around, can I? No. Is that not in this room? I think I was thinking the next classroom. Take the insect spray. Open this, though I was pretty sure there's nothing in it, but never know. Always good to check. Okay. Locked it. Pick up the med pack, felt tip pen, notes. I need to figure out the key combine thing eventually, but not now. Alright, now we'll rush out. Unlock this. Now the numbers are different, so it is random. 94, 86, 83, 96. I think she hates that. So 84, 86, 83. So it's basically backwards until 96. Okay, I've got a good way to think about this. So 2, 5, 9, 4. 2594, 25, or is it 2954? No, it's 2594. It's 2594. Also, is there anything in this? I didn't really check. Alright, so now 2954. Two, 5, 9, 4. we go. Opens that. I take a chemical solvent. Now, something about this. The solvent used in the chemistry lab looks toxic, has a skull and crossbow symbols on it. Also, unlike this last room over here. Right, it's not open. We'll get back to that. I've got a lot more time this time, though. Okay, I do need to destroy these plants. So gotta make these plants into plant sandwiches. That's what I was missing. It's probably giving it life. Alrighty, so remember where all the plants are and kill them. That's fine. Hip. That's 2 for 2. I don't think there was any inside classrooms. At least I distinctively don't remember any inside classrooms. Yep. That's another. I was going to pick up this drawing I missed when I was through here previously. Also, is there any drawings on this hallway while I was passing through? Because I realized I never really looked. No siree. It's a drawing of a stick bug saying something. Cool. Lock this, except I'm not going to mess with it right now. Unless, of course, I need weights. If I need weights, I have to remember it's one of these bottom rooms. I don't think I need weights, though. At least not yet. One more plant to fucking kill, and I know where it is. Can I unlock this? Oh, I can't unlock this. Really? I wasn't expecting that. Oh, it's a whole other staircase. Holy hell. I don't have the key for that. Interesting. So I'm gonna check the staircase. Maybe there's like a plant hidden there, because I haven't been there before. And no wonder the janitor could go up and down from here. It's like goddamn fucking... I can look more at this leisurely later. This makes a lot more sense. I thought for some reason it was just like a spawn closet. It actually has a purpose and use. I'm surprised by that, to be honest. Okay, it'll make running from him much easier though. Because only previously he could access this. That was just a chair, I think. I hope I killed all the things. I'll be wary to see if it looks like I can enter inside here or not. Not there, but the next one. You know what? Let's try upstairs for a second. Oh, I should have just used the other stairs. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, well, whatever. I wasn't thinking about it, the right things. I only just saw it. Alright, let's zoom around a little bit to the other side. I think that's all the plants? Maybe the stuff up here will be open because I killed all the plants. No? Maybe I could just enter... Is there... Okay. I'm going to pause for a second. At least I hope this is pausing. Was there any other plants I'm missing or forgot about? I don't remember if there's any other plants I missed or something. I don't want to just enter inside that room and die again, which is why I'm thinking about this. What's this? Can you combine the spray and stuff? Maybe. I feel like... I don't know how you're supposed to use the spray, though. Lighter. A lighter will light up the area a little. Helps you in dark areas. Not to use in your fire. I don't know where else plants would be. I guess I'm going to open up some of these classrooms and remind myself, is there a plant in there or not? I was 90% sure there wasn't one in here, but I just need to check now. Alright, my stamina's acting up a little bit, so... Go further back. Fuck, was there a plant like in the other area? Right. What if there was one there? So yeah, that tree's still swinging, so... First I was like, tree! And I was like, wait a second, that's just a normal tree. Oh wait, I know where it was! I know where the last weird plant was. I forgot all about it. Thankfully, it's right over here, remember? I just heard a terrible sound. I forgot about that. Now, is it upstairs or downstairs I need to go? I'm gonna try both. Okay, so it's downstairs I need to go to be able to free upstairs. Oh boy, I've been faster to go the other way, but anyways, running out of time though. Go down for the moment. Of course, now my stamina's gonna start acting up. Okay, I can run until I get there. Okay. Yeah, the tree is no longer like that. Burn the bitch. Cool. I can tell you there wasn't a QT in the original. It wasn't that bad of a QT. It was pretty... I'm not sure if it was needed. That's a whole other topic entirely, but... Okay, well, time limit's up. Time to collect everything. Biology class. Spider. Arthropods that are arachnids. What? They weren't bugs? 8-legged. Ew! 6 to 8 eyes. Body parts are head, chest, and stomach. What's the difference? There's a wandering kind and a settling kind. They can't chew. They dissolve their prey with their stomach fluids. Gross! Its thin bones and squishy body make it hard to make a perceived specimen. They're how they make the one in the biology lab. Next week's assignment is measuring a spider's weight using the specimen. Is there going to be like a spider ghost? Is that what this is building up towards? The teacher promised to tell a scary story if class ends early next week. I'm excited. Like, am I reading this wrong? Is this note hinting towards a goddamn spider ghost? Well, time to open up everything. No, I can't. Fuck my life! Huh? Okay, well, that time it didn't get me as much. You're just hiding in these lockers like... Well, at least I get an achievement a little bit more as I do that. Is it like random each time I open the locker if she'll be in there or not? Maybe. I don't know. It seems like it. Well. From there... Open this up. The only problem is the janitor back. Like, I'm not prepared for him at the moment. I'm not in the right mindset for him. I'm gonna hope not, because I'm exploring. I've suddenly gained her a lot more. I'm sure it's by chance, but yeah. I didn't get her barely at all previously. On the bright side, if I can get 10 of her, I get an achievement. Or maybe she's just around this... I need to look at the things that she jump scares again, because there could be items in there too. I think what's happening is that maybe she's like the other ghosts, because maybe it's not like a random chance. Maybe she's like in this area. Like a lot of the ghosts are kind of location based, so maybe she's in this area. And I was just like, you notice how she popped up in every locker. What might have happened is that I had opened the locker and she jumped to the next locker, and then I immediately opened the next locker, so she was in the next locker. So that's my theory. Yeah, because she went over there last time. So maybe it's more that she's more in a set location. That is that she's just like, I'm having really high chances of running into her right here. That's my current theory at the moment. It certainly seems to align with what I was just experiencing. Like maybe it isn't like, oh, there's a such and such chance when I open the locker that she'll be here. Maybe it's more when I open the locker and she's around the area, she's more likely to pop up at the moment. That's my current theory. I did not mean to close that again. If I find her one more time, I get an achievement. Okay. Break from there. So I remember to examine these classrooms a bit better. Like here. There's something here for me. Instant lunchbox. Let's see what that is. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. There was a weight thing in one of these. I know that. I really hope the custodian is around. I'm not in the right mindset for him right now. And right now I'm just trying to get the stuff I missed. So. I'm hearing a very distinct sound again. I'll have to find out what that is in just a little bit. I think there was like a weight in here. Small weight metal used to balance a scale. What is up with that sound I hear sometimes? Does it mean anything? I got the achievement! How you doing? I can close it earlier, which I think is amusing. Oh, also, there could be something in here still. Negatory champion. Alright. Oh, there's something here. Report card, second in class. Report card of good student. Looks like he or she ranked in second place for getting a few questions wrong. Alas, poor second student. I already looked in there. Is those the keys? Swear to God, I just heard the janitor's keys. And I don't want to hear them, that's for sure. Certain. Now, something here. Can I currently combine keys together? That's my question. How would I put a key on here if that was the case? Do I go to my backpack and I go to my keys? Oh, okay, I have to press that way. It's miscellaneous, right? Could be combined with other keys. Maybe I need maybe I just have to find another colored key to be able to get it. Oh no! Oh, it puts the red key on the table. Okay, so I need other colored keys to do this. Got it. At least I understand a bit more. So I'm gonna have to come back here when I find other colored keys if I open up some of the specific drawers and cabinets that have been locked. So it sounds like, because I'm a goddamn completionist, I'm going to be coming back through here and trying to open up everything later in. So I'm definitely going to come back to this building, so. Let's go on up. Just remembering some things. Spooky ghost story time. Once upon a time, I had a torch. I'm gonna try doing stuff in these. I feel like I'll find something, and I want to try. Because the other door had a lock close thing, but that one I can't find a coin for that closes it automatically, so. Let's go up. Maybe I have to say Bloody Mary in the goddamn mirror 3 times. Also, wait, there's something which I forgot to do in all the classrooms I was in. Fuck, I'm gonna have to recheck them. Check the walls to make sure there's no sketches. I know, tedious, but I'm looking for them. I'm looking for them. I understand that the weird plans screw to that form, now they just stay like that, but that's okay. I'm not going to go over there yet, because I'm afraid I'm going to trigger like some cutscene where I save and we're all like, oh boy, so I saved my crush, and then I have to go to the next building. Maybe the janitor respawns after I meet her or something, because I haven't seen him yet, so maybe he's not like unspawned because of that boss fight. So I'm taking advantage of that time just to sort of look around. You have to admit, it's the most intelligent thing to do in this particular situation. That's an interesting little picture. This is also an interesting little picture. I wish I knew how to use the red keys for these situations, but apparently the answer to that is no, no I do not. That's also a picture of a boat in a lighthouse. I thought it was like a whiteboard for some reason. Now I've got some weights, and this looks like the area you might store some weights. So I'm wondering, is it for here, someplace else? Seems like it's for someplace else because I don't really see anything you'd be messing around with. No, not really. Well, that's a damn shame. Let's go over this way. Walking back over here. Did I ever open this door? Oh yeah, this door wasn't openable. Now I remember. Birdcage was already explored. Flower there for kind of a depressing shot, honestly. I guess I don't have the key for this area yet. I feel like it's been a while since I played White Day. I feel like at the very end of the game, you have to come all the way back here to get to the auditorium. Maybe I'm just wrong. But we'll find out, I guess, eventually. Alright, so time to do my somewhat repetitive task of looking at the stuff downstairs to see if I missed like a drawing or something. Ooh. Storm sounds like it's getting a lot worse. What time is it inside the game's time anyways? Oh, it's getting to like 11:30. Now I've got a better idea what I'm looking for, and I should just turn the lights on, just make it easy on myself. I can turn the lights off as I leave if I decide to run from here for the janitor in the future, so... Okay, turn that off. Now look at the walls of all these classrooms. For incredible little things I might have just missed. Okay, that's just the latch. For 1 second, I thought I was like, oh, look, already a drawing. But no, that wasn't it. Alright, that's nothing. How about in here? I heard the sound when I was here last time, too. Do these sounds, when I hear them in other rooms, mean anything? Maybe I just stare at them for a time and something will happen? Like I hear a sound. That's not just the stack sound, like the other sound. It's just these sounds are so weird to me. It's like I've heard a couple of them now. They come from a very specific spot, and they disappear when I stand in another specific spot. Are they like a clue towards something? That's the second one like that I found. It's not the exact same sound, but there's like sounds that do that for some reason. And I don't know why. And that's a mop. For a second, for some reason, I thought it was like a fishing pole. I was like, why is there a fishing pole in this classroom? Is this fishing class? me walking? Is there the custodian walking upstairs? Is that a ghost? Yeah. Looking for hidden drawings. Don't even know where to begin to look, except the walls. They're usually on the walls, in my experience. Alrighty, only one more classroom down here, and then we can go to the top floor where I do have to check all the lockers again, but that's okay. Then I'll be done with this area for now, until I get whatever can open up the stuff with the red key stuff. Hearing whispering. There's something here. A piece of class schedule, mathematics. A piece of class schedule has mathematics written on it. What's this for? I wouldn't have noticed that if it wasn't for the whispering. But I don't think the whispering was for that, because it's still whispering. That's another sound which I hear around this area sometimes. I wonder if it's trying to point me towards something. Also, now I have to check to see if there's anything else like that on these other ones. I just never noticed because I never really looked close enough at the posters, thinking, oh, there's nothing there. But until I found something there... Okay, I'm going to assume no, and I feel like I'm going to come back to this area. So for now, I'm going to be a little bit leeway with myself. Whispering again. Hello, outfits. Let's go upstairs. I'm sure things will be fine. I hope I found enough art whatevers for whatever. I don't even know if they do anything. I'm just assuming that it's still at this point. Let's cross on over here. Tick tock, goes the clock, goes the round and never stops. Well, down the hallway, I do have to check all these classrooms. So I'm not going to start with these classrooms, because these would be the classrooms that that one character I need to save are at. And I don't want to save her immediately. I'm afraid if I save her, I'll, like, immediately... Is this always unlocked? So I haven't checked the lockers or anything in this room, so I'm probably going to get jump scared ghost more. There. There she is. Hi! I hate to admit that did actually somewhat still startle me. There's the sound again. Maybe it was up here. No, it still disappears when I get inside this corner. I don't know what it means. Maybe it means nothing. It disappears when I get into a very specific point. Okay, so that's the room that she's in. So I'm not going to open that quite yet. I don't know why I can't observe this fly. Oh, this is like a clue to what you need to do. It's got like an insect, and it's got some bug spray stuff on it. Interesting way to provide a little bit of a hint, but okay. There's a document here. I read it previously, so I'm not going to read it again to you guys. Is there ever more jump scare ghost? Jump scare ghost, she's all of our favorite jump scare ghost. She lives in lockers, was cut to pieces, and now she's here to greet us. Silo's lyrics made no sense to me. Oh, there's things in the box I was looking for. There's also a Sharpie in another one of these, I remember that. Check to make sure there's no drawings on the wall. I don't think the drawings are inside classrooms. So far I've only seen them in the hallways, but you never know. I don't know the rules or anything. I'm not saying like, oh, that's exactly how this works. Like, that was way too specific of a sound. Is that anything? And now it's the static sound again. Is there like something to this area? Oh, hi, jump scare guys. I just want to make sure there's nothing in there. There are a few small faults I have with this game, like that jump scare ghost. That's a little bit too frequent if it's randomized. If it's like location based, then whatever. But okay, so that was the lost owner thing I found. There's other things which I think it does really well, but there are a few things. If I was in charge of making the remake, I would do a few things differently, is what I'm saying. It's like weird chalkboard sounds coming from this. Whatever the case. Another room making static sounds in the corner. Like, maybe I'm triggering something? I saw the ink stain in there. I got a lot of those all of a sudden just by being observant, though. Hi, man. You lost your scariness to me a while ago. You're one of the things I would fix. You appear a little bit too often, if you ask me. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even really annoyed at her or angry. I'm just like, oh, she's like a cute pet after a while. I'm gonna do 2 more things, and then I'm gonna go save the girl. Oh, there's another piece here. Piece of class schedule, mathematics. A piece of class schedule has mathematics right on it. Why do I have 2 of these? I don't know. Maybe I go to the mathematics classroom? I mean, that would make sense. Now, who wants to bet when I open up these 4 lockers, one of them will have the jump scare ghost in it? Place your bets now! No, I'm serious. Place your bets now. I'm curious. Do you guys think I'll find her in these? But still, though. Two out of 4. Alright, let's see how it goes. Oh, first one! Anyone who bet on her fucking won. There. Nothing inside those lockers for the moment, though. They need to tone down that locker ghost. That's all I'm saying. We want to rattle there. Alrighty. Let's go over here. And now finally save the person I went out of my way to save. She's just been waiting for me patiently, apparently. Nothing here. I don't see Soyeon either. Not what I expected, I'll be honest. There is a magical glowing thing in the middle of the room. I'll grab that in just a second. I'm going to first see these and see if the locker's ghost is in them. There. Oh, there she is. I do appreciate you can close it before the jump scare's over. Oh, there's a note in here. I haven't read this one either. Voices that beckons me. A and B were very close classmates. A always took care of B, who was very fragile. B was always thankful to A for without A, B knew it would be impossible to have a normal school life. To B, A was the most important person in the world. Then one day there was an accident at the school. There was a fire in an old school building, and unfortunately B was inside. B could not escape and died in the fire. A was deeply saddened by B's death. She could almost hear B screaming out A's name, begging to be saved. In the imagination of A, the desperate voice calling for help from B slowly filled with resentment. A felt very sad and thought that B's death was her fault. After that, A did not step outside her room. A's mind was full of thoughts about B. Even while asleep, B would appear in the dream of A, resenting A for not being able to save B. Being awake was no different. The voice of B always followed A. A knew it must be an auditory hallucination created by her sadness and guilt, but A was in agony nonetheless. A began to lose weight day by day, suffering from the pain and guilt. Then one night, A quietly snuck out of her home and visited the school. A passed the bench in the school field where they always sat and chatted with each other, and arrived at the spot where B died. A heard the resentful voice of B even there. A thought that it was time to enter agony, to escape the sadness and guilt of losing a friend she loved. A chose suicide. A thought that going to where B was now would be the only way to escape from the haunting voice of B. A chose to hang herself. The pain was so great that A couldn't breathe, until her sight slowly faded away. As if coming to greet A, the face of B appeared faintly in front of her. The face of B, glowing with a hazy blue light, was smiling brightly. B's face came closer and whispered, "Thanks, I need you to die so I can live again." A struggled to breathe, to save herself from her fate. The voice that just whispered was the voice of B, the same voice that had been following A ever since B died. A wasn't hearing things. The voice was real. Yai. Now let's grab the magical glowing thing in the middle of the room. I know what this is for. It's the wood token. Wooden token that has a wooden symbol on it. Gives off a lucky vibe. Feeling lucky? Oh, cutscene.
뭐야? 너 아직 안 갔어? 그런데 무슨 소리가 들린 것 같은데? 너 어디 아프니? 대체 무슨 소리를 하는 건지. 이 학교엔 소영이 노래 부르는 남자애들이 왜 이렇게 많은지 몰라. 걔가 뭐 그렇게 이쁘다고. 야, 너 솔직히 얘기해봐. 너도 소영이한테 관심 있어서 이 시간에 학교에 온 거야? 설마 내일이 화이트데이라서? 맞구나. 야, 정신 차려. 소영이 걔가 그 이쁘장한 얼굴로 홀린 남자가 한둘인 줄 알아? 네가 몰라서 그렇지. 걔 완전 여우야, 여우. 너 지금 걔 편드는 거야? 그뿐인 줄 알아? 소영이 걔에 대한 이상한 소문이 얼마나 많은데. 소문에 따르면 소영이가 지금 무슨 소리 들리지 않았어? 너도 들었지? 아까 여자 울음소리. 맙소사, 그 소문이 사실이었나 봐. 마치 귀신이 우는 소리 같았다고. 어쩌면 소영이의 죽은 언니였을지도. 내가 말했잖아. 걔에 대한 이상한 소문이 많다고. 소영이 2년 전에 자살한 자기 언니 때문에 일부러 이 학교로 온 거래. 언니가 여기서 목을 매 자살했는데 그 이유는 아직 아무도 몰라. 그래서 밤에 학교에 몰래 들어와서 죽은 언니를 불러낸다는 소문이 있었어. 왜 있잖아, 분신사바 같은 그런 거. 바보 같은 기집애. 왜 죽은 사람을 잊지 못하고. 정말 그렇게 생각해? 아무튼 걔가 학교에서 뭔가 하고 있는 건 분명해. 우린 하필 그 일에 휘말리게 된 거라고. 뭐야 너? 왜 자꾸 걔를 두둔하는 거야? 그러고 보니까 너도 뭔가 수상해. 너 걔랑 뭔가 관계가 있지? 아, 됐어. 변명할 필요 없어. 어차피 나도 널 믿을 생각은 없으니까. 너처럼 소영이한테 이용당할 생각은 전혀 없다고.
She's got a really bad opinion of her. Indeed. However, where were we just now? Now I need to look at my map, because there was a room that we went into which I did not recognize, that wherever she heard the crying. And I thought, just for a little bit, I went to the map, I went to the map, I don't know what I was thinking. Because the reason why I'm curious is because I think I saw a drawing in there. Were we in the we were probably in the broadcast room. Yeah, there's a drawing in there. The hatch open in the broadcast room. Alright, well, we got an item, which means we can go to the next building. Part of me is wondering if I should save right now, or, I might hold out a little bit longer, though. Yeah. So, I thought this might be a good opportunity to sort of talk. Immediately! Okay, so, since the janitor's not coming this way, I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about my current thoughts on the game, because at the moment I'm basically exactly at the 1/4 marker of this game. Not just because this is the first of 4 areas, though that doesn't help. The last area is actually a lot shorter than the previous few areas, but Area 2 and Area 3, like Area 1's Area 4 is very brief. If I had to place the locations in order of length, it'd be like Area 3, then Area 2, then Area 1, and then Area 4. And Area 4 also includes, depending on what pathway you're on, but both of them aren't, like, relatively long, though. Before I activate this, though, I guess I want to talk about my thoughts for a second. So keep in mind, I'm obviously not most of the way through the game. In fact, if I'll be completely honest, the stretch I've done so far is actually my least favorite stretch of the game. I like it, I do, but I think that Areas 2 and 3, and even possibly 4, dependingly how you think about it, are better than Area 1, which makes sense. Area 1 is when it's just easing you into things. Area 1 can also end up being the scariest, dependingly, though I think there's some stuff later in which I think is a bit scarier, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And of course, I don't know if the remake will do this, but anyways, here is my thoughts currently on the first area. And before, I keep on comparing it to the original game, because obviously I played the original, so my mind keeps on going back to it. And what I can say about that is, in my opinion, so far, there's some ways that this particular remake is much better than the original game, but there's other areas I think that it's a lot worse. Like, I'll talk about this for a little bit. Do you guys want me to hear what I think is bad about it so far, or what I think is good about it so far? Overall, my opinion isn't just good. I'm actually having a really good time playing it. But coming as somebody who had played the original, I've got some opinions of what I think is better and what I think is worse. And the funny thing is, I would say it's about an even split right now of what I think is an improvement and what I think is a disimprovement. Do you guys want to hear the bad stuff first or the good stuff first? And keep in mind, I haven't played the whole entire game. I'm saying this from the 1/4 mark. Maybe it gets a lot better, maybe it gets a lot worse. Don't know yet. But anyways, want to hear the bad first? Alright. So what I think about the game in the bad way at this point in time, because I want to share these thoughts. So at the moment, there's a few things I think that the remake doesn't quite capture from the original. And here's the biggest one. I think that the remake is not nearly as scary as the original game. Now, I'm actually going to preface this. I'm not saying that this is not scary. In fact, even in its current form, I think that this is probably like the scariest game that's going to release that's on the PS4 currently. I think that this game is currently, like, since it's releasing, I won't say PC, but on the PS4, I will say this is probably going to be the current scariest game available on the PS4, in my personal opinion, and I think that opinion will be backed up by a lot of people. I'm not saying that the game isn't scary, because if you haven't noticed, it scared me a few times. But I don't think it's as scary as the original. And not just because I've played the original, I've been paying very close attention, and there's just some scenes which are just not as well executed. There's some scenes that are executed better, but there's other scenes that aren't executed as well. The one that stands out the most to me is the scene of the girl hanging. I mentioned that even when I was playing, just because it stuck out so much to me. If you've never seen the original game, In the original scene, the hallway that you're in is completely dark, but for some reason it's really bright in the version that we're playing. But it's not just the darkness that makes it scarier. What happens is, because it's pure dark, you see a silhouette of a hanging person, and then the lightning flashes, and through the white of the lightning flash, you see a person hanging there like a silhouette. Then it goes back to completely dark after the flash fades out, and you hear like a thump, and then you start hearing this weird sound, and then suddenly lightning strikes again, and you see the figure slowly crawling to you on the floor, but then it gets dark, and you can still hear it crawling towards you, but you can't see it. Then the lightning flashes back on, and she's even closer, like by an impossible amount, and then it fades out again, and when suddenly the light flashes a third time, and she's just gone. And then either you can get the fuck out of there, or because it's pure dark, you will take out your lighter and look around. There's an item to get, but there's a chance when you're looking around that she can just suddenly pop up, and that's a pretty scary scene. It stuck out with a lot of people. In this one, it looks cool, and it's still a bit creepy. Like, how they animated her is actually creepy, but it's not nearly as creepy. She falls down, she crawls for a little bit, then she fades away. That's what happens. And to be fair, her crawling does look creepy, but it's not really as creepy of a scene overall, so that one sticks out more than any other scene so far for me, and especially since that moment is like a big standout. And also, there's another thing. The fucking bucket scare from the main game is completely missing. I'm secretly hoping that they're gonna like take the bucket scare and put it somewhere place else to surprise people who were predicting the bucket scare was coming. But for those who know the original game, and I know I'm not the one that noticed this, the bucket scare for some reason was just completely missing. Maybe it pops up later, maybe they decided to like put it in a new place because people who played the original will be expecting the bucket scare, but anyways. However, though, there are scenes which I think are... Okay, there's actually one more thing which I have to complain about. One last thing which I have to complain about, and this is like another of my big complaints. The ghost, the floating head ghost. I think she's executed worse here than she was in the original. So in the original, she was always slowly coming for you. And you could hear her come from a bit of ways. And her sound was as like tearing paper. It's like a type of sound. And on top of that, when she got you, it wasn't a jump scare. It was just like a you got like there was a flash of red for a second, not like a jump scare flash, just a flash, and you would hear her mutter or whisper, like, whatever she said. She said something, but it wasn't like a jump scare moment. I think it ended up being creepier for it. As well as after you got caught by her while it damaged you a little, you could then, if the janitor was anywhere nearby, that would alert him, so that was much better, I think, in the original. In this one, there's a few issues I have with her. It's not that this ghost is bad in this one either, and that's the thing. Even though I'm complaining, I don't think it's bad, I just don't think it's as good, is basically it. I feel like if somebody had never played the original, it would still definitely get to them, but in this one, she makes a sound that's like, it sounds like suckling. It sounds like... I can't do it. It sounds like water going down the pipe. And the problem is you don't hear her coming from a long distance away. You only begin to hear her when she's really close. And I think what's going on is that she's not always there, or not there most of the time, because there are certain parts of the game where the monsters, like the janitor and such, she spawned, like the tree monster obviously was gone, but there's just segments of the game though where I think she like spawns, and then when you run out of the area, she despawns. I think that's what's going on. I'm not sure, which means that she works fundamentally different than she did in the original game, to my knowledge. And I don't think it's as effective, because she just kind of appears, and then you can hear her from that certain suctioning sound. And then when she catches you, it's a jump scare. It's like, I mean, it gets you like the first couple times, but the problem is, as you guys saw with me playing, I ran into her more often when I was like running from the janitor than when anything was really going on. So yeah, and I had really no telegraph that she was coming or anything, so However, though, with those three things said, I do think that there's a number... Oh, wait, there's one more thing, since I'm trying to say the bad first. There are two more things I would say are negatives compared to the original game. The first thing is the boss battle wasn't as good. not the original game's boss battle wasn't amazing. In fact, I would say the first phase of the boss battle was better, the part where you're burning the plants. The actual boss battle was worse. In the original game, what happens is that when you enter inside the area where I got the QT with the tree thing, with the flamethrower, what you're supposed to do in the original is that there's like these ghost children which are popping out of these blooming flowers, and the ghost children go from flower to flower, and you have to try and burn the flower when the ghost is inside, because the flowers can rejuvenate. And my memory of it's kind of loose, I will be honest. In this one, it was just, oh, I've opened the door, the boss battle's over, burn it, and then there's a QT. And to be fair, the QT wasn't terrible. I'm not huge on QTs, but it was more... It wasn't done to a point where it felt unfair or anything. It felt fine, I guess, but I just felt like it was unnecessary, so... And then the last thing is there is some automation to certain elements. There's small little things that are different, like the door buckle I mentioned earlier, which I feel like some of the minor changes they've made are a disapprovement to the game. Just not like in a huge way. And anyone who hasn't played the original wouldn't even notice or know about things I'm talking about. But there's some ease of use, which I bet probably current gen players appreciate. I don't know, I kind of like the weight that the older version had with stuff like this, where you could have more weight to what you're doing, as in manually doing stuff, manually unbolting, bolting doors, etc, etc. Okay, so now those are my complaints. There are stuff I definitely think are better though than the original, and I can start talking about this. Oh wait, there's one more thing which I can mention. Sometimes, this is only sometimes, okay, this is actually both a good and bad thing in my opinion. So, in this remake, I think the sound design is sometimes much better than the original in certain scenes, and sometimes much worse. The original game barely had any music playing a lot of the time. There was a lot of ambience and just quietness. And there are moments of quietness in this game too, just they're not as frequent. And I think that the original used that quietness better. However, this said, I think that this remake has two very strong areas that excels over the original in. The music isn't just like telling you that something dangerous is nearby, and some of the music is actually really unnerving to listen to, so it's effective in putting you on edge of not really knowing what to expect, thinking, is there danger nearby? I don't know. And I think that the environmental sounds, as in the ambience of just casual noises, is actually better. There's a lot of sounds which are happening which sort of make you second guess yourself if there's something there or nothing there, and the sounds don't seem to come out of nowhere. Sometimes you don't really understand their purpose, like I was having that issue with the static thing earlier. Not really an issue, it's more like I just didn't understand what that was about, but I think that there's a lot of moments where the sound, or the ambience, the environment is used a lot more effectively. And I think that that's one of the strongest improvements, in fact, is that there's a lot more ambient sounds, and they're actually really effective, so that's my opinion. The phone is one such example. Another one is that there's been rattling windows, and you can hear like somebody walking above you, and there's a lot of things like that, and you can sense with your ears with how the sound design is done, like where it's coming from. But also, and you can put a source to it. I think that's another thing, is that the sounds don't seem random, that they don't seem like, oh, there's a spooky sound coming from somewhere. It feels like the sounds have a purpose, as opposed to being like, oh, it'd be spooky if we put this sound here. It feels like they have a purpose, and usually they can foreshadow something, or can just be there to make you second guess yourself and such. I think the audio design in that area is a huge improvement over the original, and there's other improvements over the original too. I think that now maybe I'm just remembering this incorrectly, but I think there's a lot more hidden in the remake. There's actually some very clever areas where the items are placed. And I've been noticing, maybe it's just because I've been looking more, but then I know some of these things weren't in the original, like I'm 90% sure, like 95% sure even, that those drawings were not in the original, and they're added here. And they're kind of fun to look out for, and I'm enjoying looking for them. And, oh wait, there's also one negative I forgot to mention, I just remembered right now. And also, I would say that the documents are better put together. Now, maybe this is partially because I played a loose English translation when I played the game, but there seems to be more documents, and they're pretty fun to read, and I've been enjoying them, so. Graphically, I actually think that the game looks spookier than the original did, which... Okay, so the original game was a lot brighter, like in color, than this game is. And not only was it brighter in color, I think that the environments, especially and also the characters, though, do actually look creepier in this remake than this. And I know that the other ones look low quality, and there is an appeal to the lower quality look. But in all honesty, I do think that this version of the game looks a lot better so far, at least. Not just in graphic fidelity, but I actually mean in art direction. And not just in art direction, but just in the... There is a certain horror aspect which I think can be caught by like low quality, I'm not sure what I'm looking like aspects. But I don't think White Day the original ever really caught that fully even. Like you could tell what everything was that you were looking at, and just if you look at some comparison shots of what the current things look like to how they used to look like, they do look a lot creepier, and I think that the environments, due to how they have some added effects and lighting and such, do end up looking creepier. Though there are certain environments which I'm wondering why they made specific changes to them. Darkness hasn't been as strong in this one as the original. I'm wondering maybe I should turn my brightness down. There was a brightness thing in the settings. Maybe I should turn that down? I'm debating. Whatever the case. There are also other various little improvements here and there. So far, the story... I mean, it still seems like the same story, but the scenes, I think, are executed a little bit better. Not just the cinematography, and there's a few things. And it's not just the animation work, but the animation work does look a lot better there. I think that it sounds better acted to me, though obviously I can't understand Korean, so I can't say that with full-on stuff there. And I'm finding myself more engaged by the story than I did originally. And the part of that is I know that I can already tell while I'm playing there's more cutscenes in this than there was in the original. And that's not a negative, actually. The cutscenes are being pretty well utilized so far, in my opinion. But, yeah. On top of this, I think... Okay, now this is also a huge pro to me. This is just my opinion. People can disagree with me. I think that the head ghost that comes for you is less effective. But I actually think the new janitor is a lot scarier. Maybe it's because I played the White Day on normal difficulty and not hard difficulty, but it's not just that, though. I know that's not just it. It's partially the janitor's sound design. I think they made him a lot creepier. A part of it is that he is a lot more able to sneak up on you than he previously was. There's still signs that he's nearby, but because there isn't the jingling of his keys as loud as they used to be, or as distinct, I guess, he has a much easier time to sneak up on you, so you have to be a little bit more careful to be looking out for him, so... The janitor was always scary. I just think he's scarier now than he used to be. There's small touches they've made to him that make him a lot scarier to deal with. And I think part of it also is that, and this is probably partially because I'm playing on hard difficulty, but there's other things. I think his sound design is better. His AI seems better from what I remember at the very least. And from that as well, when he's chasing you, I think he's around the same speed as you, because I notice I have a really hard time either gaining distance on him or him gaining distance on me, unless, of course, I fuck up or he fucks up. So the only real way to sort of shake him is through doors and being strategic with your movements, which I could see some people playing on hard saying that as a negative, but it can actually be really tense, feeling him right on your tail. You're like, oh god, oh fuck, oh god, he's right behind me, and you look around, he's even closer than you think he is, and yeah. Now then, going from that though, and there's other improvements as well which I'm thinking about. There's also some things which I feel neutral towards, like the environmental observation thing. In the old version of the game, it was all in a consistent first-person angle, so you would just go up to something and you could just interact with it in your first-person view. There's a new thing now when you interact with things that goes in like this object viewing mode, which I like, actually. I also like the old system, though, and I don't know if I like it more or less at this point. I like it about the same, it's just different, basically, is what I think of it at this point in time. I guess there's more I want to say, but I feel like I should save more of my thoughts for when I've played more, because I still have 3/4 of this game to go through. And the thing is, I'll probably be playing this game for a while, because I'm not even sure what route I'm on right now. I feel like I'm missing whatever the one character's route is, unless, of course, she pops up much later or something. But I've been finding her drawings. I'm going to continue looking for them. And I'm going to try to get the endings and the new endings and other collectible stuff, try to find hidden ghosts, etc. This is just my first playthrough, and there's a very high chance I'm going to play more of this game even after this first playthrough. I might like break with other games to get back to this one. Because I like White Day a lot, I'm probably going to try and do more in this game than I did in the original. But anyways, so there's some thoughts from me. Now let's get back to the game after my long talk right there. We're about to go from the main area 1 to main building 2.